Hi everyone, I am Angeline Adahar, your reporter for today. My topic is about the myth about business ethics and the role of business ethics. Ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng myth? Myth is simply a widely held but a false belief or idea. Ibig sabihin, ito ay ang mga misconceptions or yung mga haka-haka lamang. So, dito pag-aaralan natin ngayon yung mga misconceptions when it comes to ethics that is prevalent in the business. Myths about business ethics. Myth number 1. Business ethics is superfluous. It only asserts the obvious. Do good. People think that the code of ethics is just a list of values that one should naturally aspire, thus giving only the assumption that if you do good, you are ethical. Dito, para bang basta ba gagawin mo yung tama, ethical ka na. Which is not correct all the time. Hindi nila naiisip or hindi natin naiisip na ethical decisions are not only simple. Sa layoffs, for example, as an employer, paano sasabihin sa employee mo na kailangan mo lang magbawas or magtanggal ng tauhan dahil hindi na kumikita ang company nyo? You can't just say na, I regret to inform you, but you're fired. Instead, pwede kang mag-devise ng paraan na morally correct and at the same time, keeping the integrity of the company. Like for example, you can say na due to this pandemic, the company is no longer making a profit, that we have to terminate some employees. I regret to inform you that you are one of them. But we won't just let you go na wala-wala. We will give you a separation pay so you can maybe start your own business or para ba may panggastos ka kahit habang hindi ka pa nakakahanap ng bagong trabaho. So it is not all about doing good lang. It is all about being concerned with others after making the right decision. Myth number 2. Our organization is not in trouble with the law, so we're ethical. There is this gray area in which one can bend the law. One can still be unethical within the limits of the given laws. It is important to note that breaking the law often starts with an unethical behavior that has gone unnoticed. Sa business ethics, ang deciding factor mo dito ay ang konsensya mo. So pag gumawa ka naman ng illegal, ang deciding factor naman dito ay kung meron kang batas na na-violate. Maaari kasing hindi labag sa batas ang isang ethical deed, pero nilalabag nito ang konsensya mo. For example, meron kang machine, tapos nagkaroon ito ng problema. Tapos, nag-report ka sa boss mo, ang sinabi mo, Sir, okay po yung machine, wala pong sira. Wala kang nilabag na batas kasi wala namang batas patungkol sa pagsisinungaling. Hindi man naparurusahan ang paggawa ng unethical deed, pero magkukos naman ito ng frustration and masisira ang trust ng boss mo sa'yo. At makakaapekto ito sa pagtakbo ng kumpanya. Myth number 3. Business ethics is the matter of the good guys preaching to the bad guys. Assuming a moral high ground while expressing disappointment about the conditions of a business and its management. It's quite contradicting. We should take into consideration that even good people can take bad actions, especially in times of stress and confusion. When it comes to work, huwag nating laging assume that we are morally better than someone else. Kahit gaano pa tayo kabuting tao, hindi ibig sabihin na mas mabuti tayo sa iba. Hindi natin maiiwasang magkamali, lalo na kapag stress tayo or nauguluhan tayo sa mga bagay na kailangan natin pagdesisyonan. Nobody's perfect, eka nga. Minsan nakakagawa ang bawat isa sa atin ng mga bagay na hindi tama. And for us to become an ethical person, if nakita na natin na may mali ang isa, i-correct natin. And that's the best decision we can do. Myth number 4. Business ethics and social responsibility are the same thing. Social responsibility movement is only an aspect of the overall discipline of the ethics or the business ethics. Ang main objective ng isang company kaya ito itinayo ay para magkaroon ng profit or kumita. Pero hindi lang dapat objective nila yung isipin nila. Kasi kapag ang main objective nila is to earn profit, then they are the worst kind of capitalism. Usually, ang isang company na walang magandang business ethics ay napalurusahan ng batas. For example, si Mang Inasal. Mas makakatipid sana sila kung ang gagamitin nilang food packaging ay styro. Kaso doon papasok yung social responsibility ni Mang Inasal na mag-reduce ng waste production. So, as means of addressing the social responsibility, nag-change nila ng packaging. Andun pa rin yung inyong company na kumita and at the same time ay nagampanan pa rin nila yung kanilang social responsibility. Myth number 5. Business ethics is the new police person on the block. Business ethics is not a mushroom that just sprouted recently. However, business ethics has already existed in the ancient times. It has been seen in Cicero's book, The Offices, which means moral duties. So, akala ng karamihan ng business ethics ay isang bagong concept dahil na nagkaroon ng atensyon sa social responsibility movement noong 1960s. Pero hindi ito isang bagong concept dahil ito ay nag-exist na during the ancient times pa. Ang patuloy nga dito is yung book ni Cicero na The Offices. Role of business ethics. Business ethics plays a very crucial role in various management functions such as in finance, in marketing, and the like. Very important ito dahil it deals with the retaining and creating a long-lasting impression in the minds of the customers. So, it helps to build trust. Let us first discuss the role of business ethics in marketing. In marketing, business ethics covers transparency of the products and services, about environmental risks, about product ingredients such as genetically modified organisms. So the following are the ethics in marketing, which deals with a number of issues. Una, misinforming the customers about the products or services. Halimbawa naman dito ay yung mga products na ibinabenta ng ilang sellers sa Lazada, kung saan iba yung nakapost kaysa doon sa actual product na ma-receive mo. Halimbawa nga dito yung relo, pagdating sa'yo, malaki pala siya. Halimbawa dito is yung AirPods na pagdating sa'yo, pang shower pala siya. So, pangalawa, deciding high prices for the products and services. Halimbawa naman dito ay ang face shield, na nung na-require na tayo ng gobyerno na magsuot ito, ay agad namang naging 80 pesos ang presyo nito. Tapos, malalaman natin sa balita na dapat ang SRP lang ito is 25 pesos. Next is the role of business ethics in finance. Basically, it deals with the various ethical dilemmas and violations in day-to-day financial transactions. It covers areas like fairness in trading practices, in tax payments, in internal and external audits, and more. So, to sum up, it ensures the transparency in financial transactions. So, the following are the ethics in finance. Following truthfulness and authenticity in business transactions, seeking the fulfillment of mutual interest. Halimbawa dito ay yung tinatawag na data fudging, kung saan yung ibang business ay nagdadaya ng data and other records nila. And kapag nagkaroon ng data fudging, there is a big tendency that a nation will suffer from a massive economic meltdowns. So, apektado tayong lahat, citizens. Halimbawa na nga lang dito is yung issue ngayon na kinaharap ng PhilHealth, wherein nagkaroon sila ng loss amounting to 15 billion pesos dahil sa pagiging unethical ng ilan sa mga namumuno dito sa loob ng PhilHealth. Hindi nila din-declare kung saan talaga napupunta yung budget na hawak nila. Nandiyan yung bili sila ng bili ng mga IT equipment kahit na meron naman na sila nito. At dahil nga sa pagiging unethical ng ilan sa kanila, it greatly affects yung mga dapat na beneficiaries ng budget na hawak nila. Yun nga, ang nangibabaw sa kanila yung self-interest. Now, let us move on to the next role of ethics, business ethics, which is in human resource management. The role of business ethics in HRM deals with the enforcement of the right of the employees in an enterprise. So, ito raw ang pagpapatupad ng mga karapatan ng mga empleyado sa isang organisasyon. Such rights are as follows: holding a right to work in a hazard-free environment. As employees, we all have the right to a safe workplace because it is the responsibility of the company to provide working conditions that are free of known dangers. Halimbawa na nga lang ngayong panahon ng pandemic, if hindi kaya i-accommodate ng office nyo ang 100% na employees, we have to allow the work from home schemes. Nang sa gayon ay masunod pa rin yung social distancing. Another one is enjoying the right for fair treatment in an enterprise. So, equality and fairness should exist here. Halimbawa, sa isang meeting kung saan andun si manager at yung mga staff niya. Halimbawa sa Jollibee. Ang meeting nila is about how to improve the service. If magtanong ng idea si manager at nag-suggest ng idea si crew, everyone should acknowledge his idea. Because who knows, baka mas maganda pa pala yung idea niya kasi siya yung lagi nakakaharap ng mga customers. So it's all about fairness. Wala kang pinipiling estado ng isang tao. Last one is the role of business ethics in production. Ito naman, it deals with the responsibility of an organization to make sure that those products and processes of production are not causing harm to the environment. So it throws light on the issues such as maintaining ethical relations with the environment and avoiding environmental pollution. Halimbawa, may business ka, housing business. So para makapagpatayo ka ng mga bahay, kailangan mong bumili ng lupain. Sa lupain na yun, maraming mga nakatanim na halaman at maraming mga naninirahan ng mga hayop. Ang business mo nga ay housing. So, kailangan mo magputol ng mga puno para makapagpatayo ng mga bahay. Hindi ba ito unethical? Kasi we're torn between two decisions na oo, puputulin mo yung mga puno, pero makakapagbigay ka naman ng trabaho sa maraming tao. Dahil nga, magpapagawa ka ng mga maraming bahay. Pero nandun din yung konsensya mo na kapag pinutol mo yung mga puno na yun, paano naman yung mga hayop na naninirahan dito? So, that is all for my report. Thank you for listening.